Black 14! Get ready! Let's go! Set! Black 18! Blue 85! Set! Here we go! Hut! White 29! Blue 30! Hut! Black 88!
One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Glad to have you with us from Colorado Springs, Colorado, and home to the Air Force Falcons. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Baylor Bears, taking on a team from the Mountain West, the Air Force Falcons. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Finds the tight end. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Guys, when you think about the big picture for Baylor, you start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter.
Makes the grab on the right. Gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Brought down just short of the sticks on the screen pass.
Love the execution there on the screen. The running back shows pass protect, last second turns around, so he's able to get the ball. The D linemen have already run past him. Now he can turn upfield for it.
Turning it on! An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand, at least hold them to 3.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. The play action fake. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears! Looking to throw on first down. Rushes on him. Still on his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself?
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
And that is just an attitude run, running it right up the middle, right into the teeth of that defense.
To the air on first down. Let's talk for a second about Baylor. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus, the number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
On third down, he drops to throw. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. How frustrating for an offense. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
When linebackers blitz, not only do they have to be able to beat offensive linemen, but they're going to have to beat running backs and tight ends. You've got to have moves in your repertoire. And that linebacker showed that there.
And the Bears with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass. He lobs one high down the left side. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. They get to him as he throws. And the DB forcing the incomplete pass with the deflection.
Defense needed that stop.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guys that have been working for you earlier on in this game and getting them the football.
And there's obviously no need to panic. I mean, think about it. You got the lead. You got the football. You got to be smart with the football, make your plays, put a good drive together here.
Here's the heat. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in a rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, no secret what he needs here. He's got it. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
And you see so many...
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. The Bears come to the line in the hurry-up.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're working that left side. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
And after that long completion for the first down, did you see everybody sprinting to the line of scrimmage offensively?
Breaks into the open, and he's still running after the move. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. And the Bears will snap it on 1st and 10. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. And into the end zone. He almost punched it in for 6. They'll get him down at the 1-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Bears will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Trying to barge their way in. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And this guy has been a dominant force early in this game. We're still in the first half. He already has a sack. He gets a tackle for loss there. He's playing so well with his eyes right now. He's reading his keys, and he's letting his God-given ability put him in the backfield to make these plays.
Touchdown, Baylor! Fired in from the red zone for the score. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now improvising. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass.
This pass rush is real, man. They force the quarterback, they flush him out to the left, and he's trying to scramble around, find an open guy. They still are able to get a hit on him, and that forces the incompletion.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. And a lot of these guys are such great athletes.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. So after reviewing the undisputable video evidence, the replay booth has decided to overturn the call. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Wants to throw on 1st down. He's going to run it. And he's almost to that 1st down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure. but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. Setting up the screen. He gets it past the first down marker, and a really nice job to set up that screen and move the sticks.
All right, defense. It ain't working, right? They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
Pressure coming. He's going to take off. And the defense makes the tackle, and that ought to do it here in the first half. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, by the looks of things, we've had one enjoyable first half in Colorado Springs. And a lot of coaches will say limiting the big plays and maybe hitting on a few yourself is key. But I'm more of a move the chains guy. Give me efficiency every day of the week and twice on Saturday. The offensive unit that subscribes to the less is more philosophy.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. The short hands, it's Porter. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. And the Bears moving quickly to the line.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. He'll ride his man on the option. He'll toss it. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little gain because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Here comes the heat. He'll pull it down and run. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground.
Really nice job by the defense that time.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. After a punt on their last possession, they are set up in plus territory this time.
And honestly, it wouldn't have mattered if they scored a touchdown their last possession. You've got to be able to turn the page and see this as a brand new opportunity to go get points.
Yeah, and your defense has set you up for in a position to get points right away. Now, let's get this offense back rolling again, create some momentum, just get a few first downs, and I'm in scoring position.
Looking to throw on first down. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Wants to go up top. Touchdown, Bears!
Let's go. Break. Double, double.
From the shotgun, they'll run it. Got enough for the first. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down. After a big gainer on that first play, now they can really go for it on 1st and 10. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable and run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
It's so nice.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And I think if you're the head coach, defensively now, obviously, you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. You're trailing at this point, and the offense is going to be running the football, trying to bleed the clock. They're going to take as much time off the game clock as they can before snapping it. You've got to start thinking about using some of those timeouts.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up. Let's see what they've dialed up on 3rd and long from the 22. From the gun, wants to pass. It's complete to the right. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. On 4th down, they'll try to throw it. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they went for it, but when you're
running out the clock, a mere formality between them and a victory as we have victory formation coming. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that are going to need to clean up moving forward, but ultimately they were the better team today.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Off the play fake on first down. Here's the pressure. Oh, he's going to go up top. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Offense gets set for second down. Quarterback making adjustments. To the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Porter. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play. The Bears will have it 1st and 10. Going to the run is King. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 1-on-1. Stop the run.
And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown! Use the play fake, now to throw. Shoots it to the left. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's King. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the 1st down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have...
Here we go. Do the show. Right.
Snags a quick pass on the left.
The thing I like about this slot receiver, he's really intentional in his route run. The quarterback always knows exactly where he's going to be on the field. They've got great chemistry.
Catch in the middle. It's Porter. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Off play action on 1st down. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. And the Bears are moving quickly down the field. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Porter. Really good surge for this offense. They move the chains, and he's got it at the 34. Looking for a productive play on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Gonna look downfield again. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bears!
One thing this team has shown early this year, it does not take them long to find their footing. They get off to fast starts. That was critical for them winning their 1st game, and you've seen it here in this one too. They show up ready to go. There's no sleepwalking. I think you got to give this coaching staff a ton of credit for putting their players in good.
Here comes the Baylor offense back onto the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yep.
There he goes. Past the sticks and still on his feet. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Soft spot in the middle. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you loved playing on teams with great offenses.
Lining up from the 34 on first down. Wants to go up top on first down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to fire. Caught close to the marker. It's Porter. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. And after that pitch and catch, he's already over 200 yards, and we're in the first half, Jesse.
Man, Reese, he's dialed in right now. He's really doing a nice job seeing the field, reading coverages, and finding his open guy.
So now it's second and long. Fires to the wideout. He's got it. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
Everything seems to be working for this offense right now, and if they keep this up, this could get ugly by the fourth quarter.
Looking down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Takes it the other way. Down to the 48-yard line as he takes it away and takes it back to set up his offense. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Snags it over the middle.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. Lets it fly. Finds his man open. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Trying to make magic with his feet. How about this sophomore learning when to just do it himself? The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that.
And he waltzes in for the score. Touch! Wants to throw on first down. He'll loft one deep down the left side. Hits him inside the 20, still going. Touchdown Bears! Looking downfield on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
The Bears come to the line on third and short, trying to convert here. Pocket breaking down. Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
And usually when a QB takes off and scrambles, it's because the defense didn't do a great job keeping lane integrity, not keeping him in the pocket, letting him get outside, and then he can do damage. And it's the next play that you have to play instead of this just the original pass. So defense has got to do a better job keeping that guy in the pocket.
And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Under fire. He's brought down, but not before he turned that into a positive play and picked up a few on the run. Let's see what they find in the playbook for 3rd and long from the 43.
And I feel like this defense is starting to pick up on this quarterback's MO. You've seen it, right? Like, timing.
Catch inside the 25. Touchdown, Baylor! And the punishment has been extended.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Baylor has it back, and here comes the Bear offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt.
And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44.
Man, it didn't take long for the defense to get home on that play. You see them playing man coverage in the back end, slowing down the routes from the receivers and the rest of the offense. That forced the quarterback to have to hold on to it for just a split second longer. They were able to get the sack.
And this offense showing off the explosiveness, the big play down the field. This is so big because what it makes defenses do to react now. Now you scare them. Now you make them drop back a little bit. So that big passing play opens up this whole offense.
They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. The Bears are threatening on 1st and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown! Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
Love the competitive nature by the defender on that play. That's just a 50-50 ball, and that defender swatted it away.
Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
And that ball came out quick, and that defender reacted just as quick. He saw the slant, he went to it, he met it, made sure the receiver didn't make the catch. Nice job by the defender.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Snagged out of the air. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the 1st down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and it's Baylor holding the edge. And it hasn't been much of a contest as we take a look at the overwhelming game stats through 3. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a... We waited so long to start the season, and just the way you want to start, getting that first victory.
And the first games are so much fun. You've been practicing against each other over and over all through camp. Now you get to come out, start the season off 1-0, Jesse. Great start.
It was a great start for the winning team. Now, for the losing team, obviously not the way you want to get into this season. There were some mistakes with execution, and guys are going to have to do a better job individually, but that's why you play the game.
White 29! Blue 30! Let's go! Black 88!